We're going to try to get a couple more in. Carrie, you're up.
Great, thank you. So I have a question about your thoughts on mashups of brands. So when it comes to exceeding expectations, but also maintaining your belief systems, what do people sometimes get wrong or mistake when it, or don't understand what matters the most when it comes to creating a great mashup?
Can you give me like an example of what you're defining as mashup? I want to make sure I get your concept fully.
More of like opportunities to bring brands together. So for example, we just did in my town, a local honey manufacturer did a pop-up within a bar and had them do like special menu items featuring their honey.
Right. So I would basically lean into that from the standpoint of, and this is very much a rich brand, poor brand distinction here. If everyone's showing up and everyone's showing up, all right, how do I get the most out of this? Everyone's showing up with a poor brand mentality. That's the wrong thing. How do the rich brand mentality is going to be, okay, how do I actually, if I'm going to participate in this, how do I absolutely empower each and every one of these brands? Because if they're being empowered, then I'm going to be empowered. Now, granted, let's just call it as it is. Possibly you may be in a room where you go, hey, that's the way it is. And you can't assume others are going to have the reciprocity to respond in kind. They may go, oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. We're gonna he or she is so willing to, lean in. That's great. We're gonna lean on him, and and now it just becomes imbalanced. It's like bullshit. It's like, hey, dude. Now, I said everything I just said. I'm expecting you guys to operate that same way with me. Not from the standpoint that I deserve it, but from the standpoint that is how we will all win. It's a reciprocation thing. It's a formula for success. If I'm going to lean in all the way, I'm expecting each of you are going to lean in all the way. Does anybody have a disagreement with that premise? And you've got to be that forthright, because then it fleshes out the bullshit and it fleshes out the dysfunctionality before you all get in bed together. Right? It's like, how do we it's like, you know what? If I had a company over here and they're like, hey, we make the coolest spicy shit, and I got a company over here, we make the coolest sweet honey and stuff, and then I got a company over here and we make the coolest tea or coffee or this. It's like, oh, cool. What's a recipe that we can make that's freaking all of this stuff? That actually like is the most. It's the proprietary. It's going to be exclusive, only available at this time, and And if you want to subscribe to it, sure, you can subscribe to it, and we'll create a whole thing and create a whole opportunity. I mean, here's how crazy it gets. I went a month and a half ago. I went out of town, and because of where I was going, I wanted to choose a small boutique kind of hotel rather than some chain. And I was like, okay, I went to this boutique chain, boutique hotel. The hotel manager the day after emails me and says, Mr. Brier, thank you so much for choosing our place. I took it upon myself to actually visit your site, because all they had was my email address, david@risingabovethe.noise.com. And it's like, visit your site, and was really impressed with all of the work you do in the area of branding and differentiation. We'd be willing to comp you one entire night if you would actually just like give us some feedback and actionable things. I was like, how badass was that? I mean, it was, first of all, it was a nice validation for me, but how badass was that she took the initiative? I didn't never say, hey, by the way, check me out. I'm kind of like a pretty big deal, okay? I didn't do that. I was like, here's my email address. That's it. And she took the initiative, and what a cool thing. And then I gave them a couple killer ideas of like, do this and do this and do this. But that's the kind of thing. Does that help you, Carrie?
Absolutely. Thank you.